I got your picture. The way you said it. What? The way you said 2, 3. I got your picture. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Big Mood Podcast.
It's a bonus. It's a bonus.
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus, mate.
Big that's why we're so cozy, because this is a bonus.
It's a bonus cozy.
That's
episode.
how you know.
Yeah.
Notice that we changed clothes.
Yeah.
Nikki really wants us.
I need you to notice.
Nikki really wants you to know this.
And Jess really wants you to know that Nikki really wants you to know.
Yeah.
Jess hates it.
I do.
She really hates it.
I'm being passive aggressive. Sorry.
Okay. At least you're passive aggressive and cozy.
Yeah, I am.
In our bonus episode.
super
Welcome
cozy.
back. It's our bonus episode. That means we're going to be answering questions that you guys sent
footsie.
us.
Why are you playing footsie?
Why are you jealous? Why are you jealous?
I am jealous.
I just want to tell her that I want to hang out afterwards. That's all.
Yeah. We're matching too, but just different colors.
Oh, cute.
Oh, yeah,
We're
that's true.
matching.
So we went on Instagram and we told you guys to ask us any question for a chance to a shout out. So we're gonna answer your questions today. Thanks for asking questions. I said questions a lot. Can I get $1 for every time I say that word?
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of dollars.
That's easy money.
That's easy
question.
There's a radio show that does that. If you say like a certain word like a shit ton of
Yeah, it's
times.
basically.
Is it basically?
Basically, for the
What?
K-Rock one, on K-Rock,
Yeah, you say,
every
you
time
just say
they
the word
basically,
as many times as
Oh.
you can in like a minute.
Oh,
And
no.
they give you money for every time you say the word.
Oh, fuck. It's
No,
really
I mixed
hard.
it up because the one I was thinking about is every time they have someone like phone in and ask a question. I think it was like the love one with the Dr. Drew one. Every time they say basically, they'd ring like the
That's
bell.
hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Another word is actually. Like I actually didn't even
Actually.
notice that
Literally.
if you
Literally.
actually, you know,
Or like
Yeah.
is obviously the worst.
Yeah,
I say
like
like
a lot.
probably 10 times a minute.
That's true.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. So the first question is, it's actually from one of my viewers on my stream. That's why she's asking this. Her name
Okay.
is Roseanne, and I love her.
Calm down.
Her name is Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Roseanne.
This is a question that I always ask new
That's
people.
a name. Why are you shocked?
Are you just picturing like an older white woman on TV?
I'm like,
You only know Roseanne Barr?
people actually name their child Roseanne?
You know Rosanna Pacino?
No.
Oh yeah.
I only
She
know
makes-
Roseanne
she
Barr.
bakes. She makes baking.
She
stuff.
does nerdy nummies.
Rosanna?
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Okay.
I think Roseanne is cute
dissing?
too.
Sorry.
Gina's
I am
viewer?
so- I deserve to be hit. Someone
What kind of name
punch
is
me.
Jess, you know?
We gotta
Someone-
give her a shot or something.
Someone come punch me.
So this is a fun question I always ask to determine if people are fucking liars or not.
Whoa.
And chat, sorry. I'm talking like it's in my stream, sorry. Comments, feel free to answer this too. Okay, now, listen to the whole question. Would you or would you not accept this? Every morning, this is the alarm clock question.
Okay.
Every morning you wake up and you get to set an alarm clock, whatever time you want, okay? So it's just like a regular alarm clock, except this alarm clock is a man that pees on you,
Ew.
all right?
Okay.
And
Some people like that.
Keep going.
and he's not like a gross dude. He's just like a regular dude, you know, just like maybe like,
Like
a
a hot
butler.
dude?
Would I want to have sex with him?
Is it Shia
No,
LaBeouf?
it's just like a butler.
Oh, if it's Shia.
Is it Shia LaBeouf?
It's just like a butler. Think of like, you know, Alfred.
I have a butler.
Batman?
Oh, he's
in this
old?
world.
Okay, well,
Oh.
he's just like a regular dude.
Is he 70 though?
No, maybe like his 60s.
Okay, that's the same thing.
Okay, but he's not like creepy. He's not
Whoa,
dirty.
not 70. Like 60
That's where I draw the
something.
line. So he's not like creepy.
Sounds like a porno.
He's not dirty. He wakes you up by peeing on you every morning.
Where?
In the
Where's
face,
he peeing?
though? He
Face?
will kind of aim for the face, but he will like upper area here.
Good for him for still having a pee stream. Sometimes it's hard for them with the
Yeah, at
prostate
60,
at
right?
that age.
Now,
like a sprinkler.
It's like, come on.
okay. Now, once you wake up, he stops. And then when you go to the bathroom to shower, he replaces your mattress with a new one, replaces your sheets, replaces your clothes, and leaves
Okay, so everything's
$1,000
the same. Oh.
on your
Oh.
counter every
Where do I
day.
sign up?
$1,000 every day.
I get peed on every day for $1,000 bucks.
Fuck yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
right? Would you
hell
take
yeah.
that? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Right? Yes.
Who says no to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty fucking liars. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
they're
That's how I
lying.
figure out who's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Who are you to turn down $365,000 a year just to be peed on every morning?
Yeah,
And it's
it-
not even bad pee.
Pee's like not
It's pretty
poisonous at
sterile.
all.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Technically
sterile.
it
As
is
long as your
sterile.
dick hole isn't too dirty, the pee comes out sterile.
Is
Yeah.
this butler courteous and
He's
tries
chill.
to not eat asparagus the night before?
He just has a regular diet.
Hey,
whatever the
he
fuck
can
wants.
eat whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
he can eat whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Because at least, you know, it'd be nice if he didn't.
Honestly, I'd even take chlamydia pee for $365,000.
I draw the line.
Healable. It's curable.
It's curable.
It's curable.
It's curable with Antibiotics.
I'm not trying to
For
go get antibiotics.
$365,000. I got chlamydia for free in college.
Okay.
So I will take it for $365,000.
No one even asked that.
But you know what?
I'm
She
qualifying
volunteers.
why I would
True.
take it for that much
But
money.
so you'd voluntarily get it for that much money. But she was just offering it without
Yeah.
chlamydia. I mean, you go
Just
ahead and
goes
take
the
the
extra
chlamydia.
mile.
She has
She goes the extra
nostalgia.
mile.
I'm
all
telling
right.
you how much I want $365,000.
Just for waking up every morning.
And some
I want
people-
it so bad. I need $365,000.
And some people in my chat, usually dudes, are like, "I would never do that, bro." I'm like, "Yes, you fucking would.
Oh, yeah,
if the money was right in front of you,
Yeah.
you
Is
would
it still
do it."
is it still a dude for them too, or
Yeah.
is it okay?
And the thing is, that butler
They're
goes
trying to
with
not
you
be gay.
everywhere. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're in a hotel in another country; he's gonna be there. It doesn't matter if you brought a girl home. You're just gonna have to explain to her, like, "Yo, dude, this is what's gonna happen."
We're
in the
both
morning.
getting peed on in the
That is
morning.
Yeah,
so
well,
funny.
if we're married and Steve gets peed on too,
Yeah.
like, is that
Double the
double?
money?
No, you just this is your deal.
all right.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Still
Yeah.
pretty good.
But like, and if it was
Yeah.
me, I wouldn't want to date someone who doesn't understand. Like, bitch, this is $365K.
Yeah, it's business.
Yeah, this is business.
This is a
right?
transaction.
Right.
It's a 10-minute transaction.
Not even, because the moment
Less.
you wake up, he stops. So if
But
you
then you
just-
gotta, carry the pee into the bathroom and take
You're
a
gonna shower anyway.
he might be really good at pinching it closed.
I wouldn't. But if I got peed on, I would.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like the
So
moment
if you're
you
really
wake up-
tired or hungover or something, he's just gonna keep peeing until you get out of bed.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
But I
Wait,
think
get
you
out of
could
bed or
never
wake
sleep
up?
in.
I'm pretty good at waking
Those
up.
are two different things. Getting out of bed or waking up.
Yeah, you got to get out of bed.
Can you change the time of the alarm every day? Or
Anytime
is it,
you
is
want.
This, oh.
Yeah. But the moment you tell him, like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore, even one day, even taking a break, he will go away forever. No breaks.
This is Roseanne's question?
No, this was my question.
Oh.
But Roseanne
Oh.
asked, can you ask him a question you always ask people on stream?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So that is her question, basically.
I would,
Yeah.
yeah. I would do it. I'm really fucking dedicated. Like, I'm very disciplined, and I feel like waking up is not that hard for me. And waking
that's
up to
the
pee.
worst thing
I mean,
ever
my
for me.
cat pees on me and has woken
For
me up.
free.
Yeah, for free.
For free.
And I had to clean that shit.
Yeah.
Like
And you
5
don't get
times.
a new mattress.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a new mattress. I didn't get $1,000. In fact, I had to spend $500 at the vet to find out if he had some sort of kidney problem. Turns out, no, he's just an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's
Totally
not an asshole.
healthy.
He just pays you $1,000.
This is a win-win situation.
That's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
imagine someone saying
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
That's
if
what I'm saying.
We need to ask this question to anyone trying to enter our friend group because
Yeah.
I don't want any fucking liars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Can we ask all our guests this question from now
Yes.
on? Yeah. Yes. Because I do this to all my guests on stream.
Okay,
too.
well, let's just
now
start it off
I'm
with
gonna up
that.
the ante. $5,000 a day. He poo poos on your chest. It's not sexual.
Is it runny?
It's not runny. It's just a regular poo poo. He's a healthy dude, just like a log.
No.
Really? For $5,000?
No.
Wait,
I'll take
what's
the-
5 times 365?
I just feel like I could get by with $365,000 a year, and I don't
Yeah,
really
I don't
need
need
the
extra.
extra.
I'm not that greedy.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know how
Bitch,
much.
that is $1.8 million.
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Nah.
Give me that shit, daddy. I'm ready for it.
Right? And it's not even
You're a
gross. He's not
whore.
gonna be weird about it.
I am.
Oh my god, the way she said yes.
She's proud. She's proud. That's a lot
Eyebrows
of
went
money.
all the way up.
She just so confidently took that
This is a
poo.
businesswoman. A businesswoman.
Yes.
She knows what she
We're all
wants.
about that paper.
I'll live in a lower
We're all about that
status
toilet paper.
with my $365,000 a year.
Yeah. We're fine. We're
smell
good.
like
I'll
shit.
shit on you hoes with that $1.8 million.
All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I just really need to know that. So now that I know that you girls are not liars. Anyone that
You know how depraved I think it goes in this direction of like
yeah.
least depraved, a little bit less, very, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a lot on this couch, actually.
It's true. That's
overall,
the
I think.
depraved couch.
Yeah.
So anyone in the comments that says no, you're a fucking liar, and I hope you realize that.
Well, if anyone wants to actually do this, let
Challenge
me
it?
know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Taking
Just accepting
applications.
I am. My DMs are open.
would
If
it
you
be
have-
weird for you if it was more like a sexual thing for them?
No, I don't care
'Cause
about
for
what
me-
it does for them. I care
Oh.
about the money.
Because for me, I'm asking this. This is like a full business thing, not even sexual. So
Well,
it
then
doesn't matter to you. if
You
it's
could, you
sexual.
could
I
just
don't
you
care
could
if they get
probably
off.
do an OnlyFans or something. And
Yeah,
you-
just
you
do that,
could
Jess.
that if
Nah,
you're
fuck that.
such a hoe
Why?
bag.
work.
It's only
Nah.
for the money.
No, that's in private though.
That's
I mean,
a lot
I
of
don't
work.
want to publicly have
Yeah, true.
vagina pictures all over the
Yeah.
place. I want
But
to
if you have a
privately
public,
get shit
a
on.
private interaction with each one of your OnlyFans fans.
You don't have to post nudes.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, we can just talk to them?
You can talk to them. You could post pictures of feet. You could post pictures.
It's gonna be
of-
weird when I go to like get a CPA job and then they Google me and there's just like fucking.
There
feet
already
pictures.
is. So I hate to break it to you, but you probably have a wiki
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
I'm
watching
not
this
on WikiFeed,
episode right
I don't
now.
think. I think we looked at it.
Well,
and
now you are.
you know all the creepy weird shit is of Tiff.
Is it?
Yeah, like
true.
they're always like zooming in on your tits and your feet and like people are obsessed with you for some
Oh my
reason.
God.
It's true.
Stop
Obsessed.
I'm looking up and see if she has a wiki feed. No. Oh, you don't.
Wow, that's
Told ya.
alarming. Actually,
Wow.
That is really weird.
That's
'Cause
very
a lot of,
shocking.
literally anyone that is associated
Yeah.
at all with us, everyone has one.
I bet even David and Bart have one, if anything.
probably.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Ew. I just remembered when Joe's whole foot was black, and then Michael
Dude, Joe had the
sucked his
nastiest
toe,
feet.
and Joe had a wart on his. And Michael sucked it on JK Party.
There was like a flap
All right.
of black skin under his foot that was hanging out
Ugh.
too. God, I remember
He
that.
never wears shoes. It's disgusting.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
Well,
All right. Next question. Thank you for your honesty, ladies. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Next question is from Insomniac Jack saying, "How was it like living on your own for the first time?"
I loved it, but I'm a really big introvert homebody. I freaking loved just being able to run around singing naked with my
dope.
cats, like just doing voices, random accents.
how long did you last
practicing my
alone
own- home.
in a
3
in your own
years.
place? Oh, cool.
Yeah, and everything was me. Like every decoration, like I didn't have to ask anybody what kind of decor I could put up. I just like
That's
made
the
it super
best.
girly, and
Yeah.
it was like girly, but like cool because it had like exposed brick walls, and it was like
Ooh.
in Hollywood. It had a lot of character. It was a building that the 1920s silent film stars used to stay in.
So cool.
So
that
they-
shit was haunted as
So there was a lot of rape and murder.
There was
living on
actually-
the energy.
I think it was a haunted building, but my place had pretty good energy. Maybe like a little starlet
I think
lived
you
there.
bring good
Aw.
energy to a
Maybe.
place.
Oh, the scariest part though was in the bathroom. It was all weird. Like they had the original ice box in the kitchen and everything, but in the
I
bathroom,
love how you called it an ice
Yeah.
box.
it was an ice box.
I love that.
But in the bathroom, they had this steam window. I don't know if you've ever heard of this,
No.
but you open. There's a window in the shower. And it's like a regular ass window, but it's just blackness out there because it goes to the middle of the building, and you open the window and it lets all the steam from the shower out.
What?
But if you look in, it's just a black abyss, like just a
Oh, that's
dark
creepy.
pit.
Scary.
And I tried to shine a flashlight to see how
Oh,
far down it
no.
goes. I can't see the bottom. So
What
I
floor
don't
did
like
you live
that.
I
on?
lived on the second floor.
I don't like that.
Yeah. It was really creepy.
So it's like a trash chute, but for steam.
Yeah.
In the shower.
yeah.
Is it like a dumbwaiter kind of? It's just like a. Is it,
It
just
was
like a
bigger than
tunnel
that because
goes-
it was like I could see my neighbor's window when they would take a shower. Like I could see
Was it like the
creepy.
size
The
of
light
that?
Oh.
a little bigger than that.
Would you
Oh.
see
Like,
like,
longer.
so the neighbors when they open their shower window, you can see the light coming through?
Yeah, I could see the light. Hmm.
How weird.
Couldn't see any
Is
nakedness.
the window itself blacked out?
No, it just is black behind the window. Like it's a glass window,
Oh,
but
that's super creepy.
yeah, it was super creepy, and I was really scared to ever open
That
it
should be the
because
subject of a horror film.
Yeah.
window.
You could do a lot with that.
it was creepy.
I'm gonna Google this.
But it was really
steam
a
window.
cute apartment. It had a built-in vanity and everything, and built-in dressers. It had like this Murphy bed, but they took out the bed part and made it a built-in bookshelf, and
Oh, nice.
it's really cute. Yeah,
My first place had a built-in like vanity and stuff in the bedroom, but I never really got to fully
I
live
know.
alone because
oh yeah.
my only apartment that I had without a boyfriend was with me and Isaac. So it's still like I
Still had
I never
Isaac.
knew what it was like to live completely 100% alone.
like where you go home and like it's just you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never known what that's like.
Although I've never not had a pet. So
Oh.
I wasn't completely alone because like anytime Franklin was at the vet or like he had to stay there or whatever, it felt weird being home. So I did not like being alone. I always have to have some sort of
It helps.
animal
I was
energy.
True, 'cause
alone.
I think I did get to experience like little tiny snippets of what it would be like to live alone whenever Isaac would go to his dad's. So I would be
For like a
kind of
weekend
alone.
or something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to-
that counts. I would say
Yeah.
that counts.
Cool.
How long
Okay.
was it like that?
What do you mean?
How long were you alone?
Oh, like a weekend. Yeah.
No, I mean, how long did you
Oh,
live
like
on your own?
alone?
Yeah.
A year
Like a
and a
month?
half.
Oh,
a year and a
okay.
half, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
So you were alone with no pets and no roommates or anything?
I was alone in K-Town for like a year or so.
Ew.
You were almost never there.
I was almost
K-Town's like, Nikki, what?
Really sorry. My only experience like in K-Town at like the apartments where people lived alone. I mean, maybe it was just like my age at that time, like young 20s, like you try to get the cheapest apartment.
Right.
I think it's still
scary
like
as
that.
fuck.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, it was scary as shit. Like there were like, you go on the crime thing, there were just rapes
Yeah,
happening every
K-Town
day,
is-
like
K-Town is
freaking
not
murders and rapes
great.
and all kinds of shit happening all
you
the
have
time.
to park like 50 miles away from your place because there's
If
no
there
parking.
was no parking, yeah.
I wouldn't want to walk around there at night, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was there for a year by myself, but I was gone most of the time also because I was traveling a bunch. But when I was like alone, it was nice. I like decorated it the way I wanted to. I can be naked as much as I wanted
I like
to.
that part.
Like I would just eat and then just put the food on the floor next to me and clean it up the next day.
my
Like,
God.
it
You
was
didn't have
nice.
cockroaches?
I still do that.
No. It was a brand new building. Yeah, right. Steve's like, what the fuck? No, it was a brand new building, and I was like, this is really nice. Like I get to just finally be on my own.
I remember you had plants.
And I had plants.
What?
Yeah.
You took care of things?
Yeah, it was nice.
Wow.
And then
Impressed.
like people would just come over.
It's like minimum effort.
I still
have
just
to
can't
water
picture
it every
Gina
2
like
weeks.
taking care of a plant.
And then like I would have photo shoots in my own place because like I can just have photographers. She was like, all right, let's just shoot here. So it was cool. But then like it was kind of scary living on your own in your 20s as just like a woman by
Yeah.
yourself. So I was like, I kind of miss the feeling of roommates because then you're never truly alone and you're kind of safe. So after that, I moved in with 2 roommates, which I still have now, which I really love. And I'm like in a house now, not an apartment.
I like your house.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot. It's more roomy. So it's I think I like it more with roommates because I feel safer.
So that whole thing, like I would sometimes freak myself out thinking like, oh my God, I'm alone and I'm a woman and like
Yeah.
someone could just break in and what do I do? And
Yeah.
what helped me was my neighbor played their TV really loud and it just felt like my dad was home. Like
I felt like you
I was
had
like,
someone next
yeah, yeah, like my family's
cute.
next door, like someone's home. Like
That helps.
I'm
feel
I'm trying to think that because I have a really loud upstairs neighbor and like the apartment that I live in is pretty old, so there's not a lot of insulation, so you hear everything.
Oh.
So I'm trying to reframe it in my mind of like not being annoyed at how loud my neighbors are, but thinking like, oh, my roommates are home.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise I just sit there like fucking pissed.
getting
that
so
they're, like,
angry.
yeah.
I will say upstairs neighbors are the demon
It's
Satan
the
spawn.
worst.
They are, especially
Devil.
when they have hardwood
Devil.
floors.
Yes.
I hate
Why?
it.
It literally sounded like elephants with bowling balls for shoes
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
walking around up there.
Convinced that my upstairs neighbor was a fucking tap dancer. Convinced.
One time my fucking painting fell off a wall because they were so loud, like rumbling so much.
Oh my God.
And
And
then
then
moving furniture constantly.
I remember I was living there and like after 6 months I finally heard him have sex for the first time, and then like so like you can hear the bed squeaking and everything, and at first I was like, what the fuck, but then I was just like,
And
you
then
know
you
what,
got
bro?
turned on.
No, but I was like, you know what, bro, I'm happy for you. It's been like 6 months, man. You know? Good for you. You know,
Dang.
like, get it.
Dude, no, I was such a bitch with that. In that one apartment, my next door neighbor, because I was towards the end, so I only had one, like sharing one wall. And that dude, he would have different girls come over all the time and have loud ass sex.
Whoa.
And I honestly, if I was completely alone, I probably wouldn't care. But the fact that he kept waking Isaac and me up in the
Yeah.
middle of the night,
Yeah.
that shit pissed me off so bad that I would go over and like banging on his door. I'm like, shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Shut up!
Start vacuuming your ceiling.
Oh, damn.
That's what I do. Just vacuum your
Oh
ceiling.
no, he was next to me.
Oh, vacuum
Yeah.
your wall.
So I'm like pounding on the
Vacuum your
wall.
wall.
Dude, I called the cops on him after like
For
7
sex?
times of me going over there and be like, can you please? We are sleeping. It's 3:00 in the morning. My toddler's waking up asking, what's that sound? And
Oh
I
my
had to explain to
gosh.
him, well, he's having sex right over there. No, but I'm just like, come on, dude. It's in the middle of the night.
Did the guy ever say anything?
He got annoyed, obviously, because
Yeah.
obviously, like,
was like, I'm
it's
trying to
fucking-
fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You're
I
bold
understand.
and confrontational.
Yeah.
When it comes to your
you
children.
really need to take me. Like, I need to get to that point of like a boiling point, and then I'm like, that's it. I've been patient enough. I've been nice enough. This is what, like, that's it. Like, you're gonna
You
fucking
earned
hear it.
this.
Yes, you earned it.
They also, you don't realize how expensive it is to live on your own until you live on your own.
yeah.
Because,
Salud.
bless you, because you pay for everything yourself now. You got rent, furniture,
Toilet paper,
cleaning things,
toothpaste,
It's
yeah.
so expensive to live by yourself.
dish soap.
yeah, like cleaning things, a fucking
Coffee.
broom if you need to. Like, it gets fucking
It
expensive.
gets annoying.
bro.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't even like this shit. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like to clean. Why do I gotta buy cleaning supplies?
because like growing up in your family's place, there was just always cleaning supplies.
Oh, and
there.
also I had to learn how to get rid of cobwebs by myself, and I was so disgusted. Before I lived alone,
broom.
I was so grossed out by everything. I would never clean anything. And like my boyfriend before me had like he was like just crazy neat freak, and so he would clean everything. And so when I lived alone, I was like, oh no, what do I do? I gotta clean my own shit.
And you know how helpless you are with cleaning things on your
Yes.
own? You know how helpless I am trying to buy clothes?
Yes,
Extremely helpless, but also just kind of lazy.
true.
So Stitch Fix, our favorite Stitch Fix. And by the way, I wore this because I wanted to be able to reveal. I got these pants.
What?
I'm
Those
so
are cute.
soft.
What
Super
color
cute.
would you say this is?
Like hunter green.
Like emerald.
Yeah, like emerald, hunter
emerald,
green.
yeah.
I love this color of pants, and they're so soft. Well, now they got a little bit of fuzz on them from this thing, so we'll cover it back up. But yes, I do have Stitch Fix clothes in my closet. Thank you very much, Stitch Fix. So they are a personal online shopping styling company. They'll bring you the world of fashion right to your door. You don't really have to do much except take a little quiz and say, I like these things. I don't like these things. Don't ever send me this. I wrote in my thing, I was like, stop sending me this type of shirt with
you
this
would. You're such a
I know.
Karen.
She really is.
The
That's why we
stylist
love her.
probably got the thing and was like, all right, bitch, fine. But yes, so they, to get started, set up your profile and they'll deliver great looks personalized just for you in your colors, styles, and budget. You'll pay a $20 styling fee for each fix, which is credited towards anything you keep. And you can schedule it anytime. You don't have to stick with a subscription. You also get free shipping, returns, and exchanges. Stitch Fix does the hard work for you, making a style effortless for everybody, including men and kids. That's great. To get started today, go to stitchfix.com/mood and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/mood for 25% off when you keep everything in the box. Stitchfix.com/mood.
I want to get to the point in my life where I have a personal stylist for a kid.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dope.
Well, I'm sure you're smiling a lot because you have such a great style now. Check out Candid. Candid can help. So Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, and totally invisible. So unlike braces, it's a lot easier to keep your teeth clean. It's also just really convenient because you can remove your aligners anytime you want to eat, and you don't have to worry about all that wire and
I used to have to
metal
use
in
a
your
water
mouth.
pick when I had braces. Do you ever
I
have
just
that?
bought myself a water pick.
Oh my
I
God.
never
Makes me
owned
cringe
one of
the
those.
thought of
I just
spraying
got one.
water into my teeth. I go, ugh.
kinda feels good.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I
feels
like
I just
it.
got one. I
between.
gotta open it. I gotta try it.
I haven't opened mine either. I've only tried it because Isaac has one too.
Point is, you don't need one with Candid.
Exactly, that's the point. You don't need one with Candid. And so with Candid, your treatment includes remote monitoring by the same orthodontist who created your plan, so you never have to worry how you're doing. You'll always know, which I personally love. I love that. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months, so you'll start seeing results way before then. And the cost is an average 50% less than Invisalign. So save some money too. So get ready to take the first step towards getting your dream smile. You can't wait to show off. Get started today from the comfort of your own home with Candid's risk-free starter kit and $75 off. Go to candidco.com/mood.
Mood.
Use code MOOD.
Mood.
That's candidco.com/mood.
Mood.
Code MOOD for your risk-free starter kit and $75 off. One last time, candidco.com/mood, code MOOD.
Mood.
Okay, so I wanted to get a little bit more into like the more detailed questions, and I found one that was really interesting. She prefers to stay anonymous.
Okay.
And her question is, I have been with my boyfriend for 6 years. I am 22 and he's 24.
Oh, wow.
He has a sister who's 26.
Wait, so 12? Wait,
16?
16?
I guess so. Wow, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. Look at that. He also has a sister who's 26. We all get along great and regularly all go out together. The problem is, all three of us always go out together. Like, I spent my anniversary weekend with the two of them,
Whoa.
and I'm not okay with it.
Wait, his sister has to show up to everything?
Weird.
Okay.
That is weird.
He won't want to go anywhere unless she goes with us, and he always invites her whenever I try to make plans for just the two of us.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, we all have a great time together, but sometimes I just want couples time. I brought it up in the past, and he gets really defensive and tells me I'm being privileged and rude. What? Yeah. Is this my forever? Am I in a throuple?
Baby,
Yeah.
dump his ass.
Break up.
Baby.
Break up.
Are you
Break up.
serious?
Well, hold on.
No. Break up.
Anniversaries
Break up.
too?
Well, I'm curious to know if she's had a conversation with the sister Because it's one thing to go to the man, and obviously he has a soft spot with it, but
No,
maybe
fuck
she could
that.
she could also have a
that.
conversation with the sister and be like, hey, can you respect our
But
alone
why is
time?
it up to her
Exactly.
to go piss on
For sure.
him?
That's right.
I get
Tell him,
that.
Jess. Tell him.
Fuck that
Tell him.
shit.
I get that too, for sure. It should be the
Break up.
boyfriend, for sure.
The thing is that if he feels the need to constantly invite her, that means he's uncomfortable spending alone time with you.
That's
and
a
that's
huge
a problem.
That
That's
is
a
a
problem.
problem.
It's a huge problem.
Yeah,
weird.
but then because it kind of reminds me of that one Friends episode when I think it was Monica.
Yes.
Yeah, or Rachel. One
I
of
think it was
them.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah.
She ends up going out with some guy, and then when they go back home, it turns out that his sister is taking a bubble bath, and then she's like, "Are you gonna join me to
Ew.
the boy, like the guy that Rachel's going out with?" And then he ends up leaving Rachel and joins the sister in the bubble bath. I think.
Ew,
That's how
ew,
it went out.
Yeah.
ew.
Yeah, it's just so
Or
uncomfortable.
like they'll have
It's
like
really
tickle
weird.
wrestle fights, and then Rachel will be like, and then Rachel's like, we should talk about your sister, and the guy goes, oh God, this talk again. Like it's happened before. This is weird.
Yeah.
I would not be okay with this because like
No.
anniversaries are like a big thing. Like it's a couples thing.
Yeah.
You know? And for him to not care about what you want, especially when you brought it up already, that's a problem, dude. Like that just shows what it's gonna be like for the rest
And also
of
for him not to not want it to be a romantic
Yeah.
thing. That's
definitely
weird.
weird.
You're
For
young,
sure.
girl. You got plenty of time to get
Yeah.
out now.
Get out. I know it's been 6 years, but like think of it as an educational relationship.
True.
It was like you learned a lot
You don't
from
want to
it.
get stuck with something like
you,
that.
yeah,
forever.
you know, you set your boundaries now.
I
Oh
was
my
trying
God.
to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm like, not for real. That's kind of weird.
Can you
Like,
imagine
that's
when they
just
get
weird.
married? The pastor's like, do you take him and her to be your lawfully wedded husband and sister-in-law? And they're just standing there
That makes
together.
me wonder too. Like, how come this sister doesn't have anyone either? Like,
Oh, yeah.
How come she doesn't have a boyfriend joining in?
And why is she so unaware? Like, oh, maybe I should give them some alone
she's
time.
older too.
Yeah,
She's
she should
26.
know.
I feel, and this is probably just because we don't have all the details of the story, so my brain's like filling in all the gaps. But I'm like, he went to his sister and was like, "Look, I don't want to be alone with her. Like, I don't know how to break up with
would
her.
6 years?
Why would
I'm
they
That's way
bored.
too crazy.
stay together for that long?
Sometimes people are too scared to break up. They grew up together. They got together when they were 16. So they kind of they're codependent. You know, they
Yeah.
don't know how to be alone. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you do. Person that submitted, what was her name?
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Maybe you know how to be alone, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he'd rather be with you in a mediocre relationship.
Neutral setting.
Yeah.
Well,
than-
the real test
an
of is
unfamiliar
of
territory.
whether she can be alone or not is if she can go ahead and back off of this relationship. Because, honey, if you stay, you're selling yourself short.
yeah.
You're gonna start, having these codependent issues if you don't already.
And also, that's like kind of gaslighting for him to get
totally.
super defensive
Yeah,
for you.
to
to
say
think
that you're
you're
rude
like
and
that you're
unhealthy.
crazy
Yeah,
and privileged and
that's
stuff.
not normal.
No. You're
I
not. That's
wonder-
not you being privileged that's not crazy or privileged at all. That's totally
that's the
normal.
most out of the box response.
Yeah.
Privileged. In what way is that a privilege?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To want to be alone with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a privilege.
That
doesn't
makes me
add
wonder.
up.
I'm like, is she there when they're having sex too? Like, what the fuck?
What?
Like,
He
wh-
probably
where's-
on his phone. He calls her and just leaves the phone on the bed.
Ew.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so they're 2 years apart, right? Because he's 24.
Mhm. She's 22.
The sister's 26.
And the sister's
so
26.
it's a really close age. She's older. She should have her own life. And why is she hanging out with her little brother all the time? It's so weird.
Right? Girl, go outside. Get a boyfriend.
I don't like it.
And yeah, like they said, the way he responded to the way you approached it, because I'm sure you approached it multiple times normally, the way that he responded to it is a huge red flag to make you feel like that.
Because that means he's trying to hide something, probably.
Yeah.
He's trying to dump it on you.
He
and
knows it's wrong.
making
Also,
you
just even the
be
fact that you've
crazy.
been with him from 16 to 22, I kind of feel like, okay, you've gone through this relationship. You've probably learned a lot. This is probably not going to last your whole life anyway, so don't drag it out. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, it's time to
have
get
fun.
a different, either be alone for a little while because, from 16 to 22, you've always been with someone and their sister. So you don't know how to be alone already. And then you're going to need a new adult relationship at some point. This guy's not it. I'm sure he's not it based
Date
on that one thing.
Date an only child from now on. To only date.
Oh man,
only
that's gonna be
child.
the baggage
all
that she
the guys,
brings
yeah.
to all the other
Right?
guys that she dates.
She's gonna go on a date and be like, "Do you have any siblings?"
Oh, sorry.
No,
Damn.
never mind.
That
Sorry.
sucks. No, clear that up with yourself before you're carrying that baggage.
Yeah, and like you're young enough right now that it's not too late to start over and date someone
No,
new.
fuck
Like, yeah, you
no.
guys have been together for a long
Super
time,
young.
but
She's
you're
only
still so
22.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's plenty of cool people out there
Lots
who
of
do not
time.
have siblings
Yeah.
or are not umbilically tied to their siblings still. That's fucking weird, dude.
Umbilically.
I'm so curious to know what would happen if she were to ask the sister, though. You think the
Yeah.
sister would be like, no?
I think the brother told the sister to, hey, have my
so?
back, have my back.
no.
Like, I think she's just trying to be a good older sister. I mean, that's just me projecting
But
my
if
own
she
story.
was being a good older sister and she would tell, like, help him
Get him
figure
out
out
of
how
the
to get
relationship.
Yeah,
out.
maybe he's not emotional, or maybe she's not emotionally mature enough to do it that
maybe
way.
not.
She's trying to help.
Jeez.
I don't know.
People stay in
That's a
relationships
mess.
that they don't need to
That's
stay
a hot
in.
mess.
Yeah.
What can you do?
So I hope that advice helped you. Personally, we're not for this relationship.
Sorry.
So sorry. All right, moving on to the next person. Also an anonymous. Imagine it's the same person.
Oh my god! I just had an idea. I feel like we should do this whole thing of like, should I stay or should I go? And then we'll all vote and be like, go, stay,
I like
go. New segment.
New segment. Jess, that is
Should I
really
stay or
good.
should I
Should
go?
I go?
Yeah.
We have signs.
And we'll judge it. Well, yeah, we'll be like, no.
I would
Yeah.
love that. Stay or go. Yeah, let's do that. I would love
Is it
to do
healthy or not? Because you need a panel of women to tell you.
yeah.
that. And we'll ask. Well, you guys can ask us.
And we
Panel
are
of
experts.
crazy.
We
Very
are all
qualified.
experts
Yeah.
of
Certified.
healthy relationships.
Super healthy. I've never had relationship problems in our life.
Never.
We know. We know well. All right. The next question is also anonymous. She says, "Hey, I listen to every podcast you put out. Thank you.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
One question I haven't seen addressed too often is, have you ever experienced retroactive jealousy where you are jealous of your partner's past?" This was an interesting one that I
yeah.
read. A few months into my relationship with my partner, I was obsessive about asking about his previous relationship, even stalking his ex's Facebook
Oh my
page.
God.
I even got jealous knowing they had sex on the bed he slept on.
Oh my
So we
God.
switched mattresses with another one in the house.
Oh, honey.
Whenever things that were mentioned that reminded me of her, or we found things of hers he forgot he had, I would spiral down retroactive jealousy. Luckily, it's been over 6 months since I felt like that. We've been dating over a year and a half now, and I can say that I overcame my jealousy by being a better me and more confident,
Great.
and not allowing myself to give energy to someone who is in the past.
Yeah.
Have you experienced this?
Yeah, that's definitely coming from a place of insecurity for herself.
I think I think it's okay to have feelings like that. Like, you're only human. Like, you know, you're picturing your partner with some other girl is not fun, especially if you know
Yeah.
they used to have sex and he used to love her or whatever. It's
I
not
just
fun.
think it's really rude, Nikki.
but
I think it's really rude that my significant other found anyone else attractive before me.
well, my significant others are all virgins and
Exactly.
they never had
Same.
anyone before me. So
yeah. Like,
You
all
guys are
virgins-
so healthy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it's so gross that other people would like other people before
it's
me.
so gross.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew. How what a monster.
Right?
But I think the way that you express it is the deal breaker, because
Right.
you don't want to let that start causing resentment in your relationship when it's not anyone's fault that you have history. You know, there's like, everyone has
It's his
a
fault.
past.
Nikki, let's be honest here.
It's kind of his
It
fault.
is his
but-
fault. How dare he date before
Well,
you?
actually, with my first serious relationship, okay, so during that relationship, he would constantly bring up his ex and constantly say
That's not good.
Yeah, so
that's
he would-
triggering.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then every time we'd listen to, like, for example, Sade was like a huge thing with the two of them.
love her. Sorry. Go ahead.
So then I know I love
Queen.
her too.
Hashtag queen.
So for a while though, it was
Yeah.
like kind of like a sore spot for
Yeah.
me anytime
Oh,
her
damn.
music came on, because it would like trigger me for
Yeah.
those feelings. But now I don't give a shit. I fucking love Sade.
Yeah.
But anyway, so in that time I was 16, 17, and just constantly hearing him like reminisce of his relationship with her.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm pissed.
He would all the time. Like, he'd be driving. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's where we had our first date."
What
the fuck?
no. No.
How did you stay with this
Hell
guy?
no.
Because my mom was going through a lot of stuff at home. I was going through a lot
You were
of stuff
trying
at
to get
home.
away.
I was trying to get away from my house, literally like abusive home. And this was like my outlet, like out of my house. That's
Oh,
why
that
I put up with so
sucks.
much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then that would, like, he would constantly say all those things. And he would also compare me to her a lot and say, like,
Oh.
like if we would be having an intimate moment, he'd be like, "Oh, she used to make that look too."
Bro,
Yeah.
no, you can get the fuck out of my house,
with me
dude.
so
You
hard.
get the fuck
you
out of my
have-
house.
You have a
That guy
deep
was
layer
obsessed.
of trauma because of that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That is so traumatic.
so then it got to the point where I started feeling like jealousy and anger towards her, even though obviously it wasn't her fault.
That's
makes
like
a lot of
totally
sense.
valid.
Yeah, totally valid.
So then during that time, MySpace was a big thing. So like I remember trying to look her up and seeing like what she looked like, and I'm like, oh fuck, we do kind of look a little bit similar.
no.
And And then guess what?
They got back together, didn't they?
No, he would still message her. He would send her photos of me and tell her how much prettier she was than me.
Oh, he has issues, bro.
Yeah, it
Whoa.
was fucked
Talk
up
about scum of the
That's
earth.
He wasn't
Psychotic.
over her.
at all.
No.
Well, they also had like a crazy history. I'm not gonna
So
get into
unhealthy.
it, but
Ew.
like it really
Better
fucked
go,
with me.
Tiff.
You were not.
Leave.
I did.
Oh,
I did. I left. Thank you.
You're not happy in your new relationship if you keep on contacting your ex. Be like, look, I'm so much better than you. She's so much better. Look,
No,
That didn't happen just once
He
to
was
me.
saying
That
that
happened
she was better than Tiff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
look how my new girl's way better than you. Look at her. Look, she's better than you.
No.
No.
She's saying that
No.
she.
Yeah,
The
he was saying
opposite
she's
happened.
better than you.
Yes.
X was better
Opposite.
than
Yeah.
Tiff. Yeah.
Talk about piece
Yes.
of shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then not just that, but then another boyfriend.
How'd you
after-
find this out, by the way?
Oh, because during he gave me so many red flags, and at that point, like I was already into deep tiff, and so I was like, well, I had this like crazy insecurity inside because of all these things, and so I would look up his MySpace and I would see his messages,
Yeah.
and that's how I found out that they were messaging each other, and then it wasn't just a one time. Like I actually put up with it for quite some
And
time.
she would entertain it.
Not really, because she had moved on already.
Right.
She had moved on. She had her
She's
own
like, why
thing.
you so obsessed with me?
Yeah.
I wanna know,
Dude, and
Oh,
it-
sorry, that was against Eminem, and we should not sing that.
Oh, we
sorry.
we
Yeah, yeah.
blasphemed in the house.
She
Oh,
was
sorry.
jamming to it right now.
No, I was not.
How dare you, Mariah? How dare you, Mariah?
Just kidding. But yeah, and then it got to the point
Mariah
where
forever.
somehow I found her number. I think he had it saved on his phone. So, this is so ugly, and I'm disgusted
We
of
all been through
past
it.
tiff.
You
But
gotta
I,
learn. You gotta learn. From
I would
this.
call her and like just hear her voice.
Just hear her voice.
You both were obsessed with her?
I wasn't like.
Well, he got her obsessed with
Yeah.
her. He
Yeah.
implanted
It's
that.
because
Like
I
how
wanted.
I got her into Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got her
you
into
bitch.
his ex.
And then you left me alone.
I know.
No, but like it just got to the point where I needed to compare. I'm like,
Oh my God.
how is she different than me? And I called her maybe twice, and she like I wouldn't say anything, and then
She's
she
just like, hello.
yeah. But yeah, man, I'm
Oh,
telling
man,
you, I
my
was
heart
16
hurts
doing
right
this
now.
stuff.
For you.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Yeah, but
hurts.
then the boyfriend, like a few boyfriends after, like that dude, like in the beginning of when we were getting together, like I found out that he was messaging his ex and saying he missed her, and I was just like triggered.
What is up with these dudes?
I was so triggered. I mean, I know what's up with me that they're doing
Yeah, you're
that.
picking
oh my
those-
god damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a term for that. It's called a pick me girl. Like you'll do anything just to pick me. Like I'll compete with other women. Just pick
Yeah.
me. Just
Yeah.
pick me, please.
Ooh.
Pick me. Well, so I had a bit of a pick me situation just like yours, because when I think we talked about this on back in the Hey Bitch days, where I had an ex that he was like on drugs and he kept going back to this other girl.
Oh,
and I was gonna like
yeah.
try to
Oh, right.
like slit her tires. So I guess the only time that I've been jealous is it's like when the guy has like brought her into my fucking space. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, we're together. What the fuck are you doing with her? And then, I mean, immediately, as soon as a guy says anything about his ex in any sort of way that's like infringing on our relationship, that's like grounds for immediate fucking
Yeah.
dismissal.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
This shit is so fucking unhealthy. You know what else is unhealthy?
Not taking vitamins.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you. If relationships can take vitamins, you know what they would take? They would take care of.
Care of.
Because
You
those
better
are good
take
vitamins.
care of yourself, girl.
Mhm.
Yep.
And Care of is a wellness brand that makes it easy to maintain your health goal with a customized vitamin plan that helps you feel your best today and support you long term. So Care of, what you do is you go online and then you tell them what problems you have.
I can't sleep.
So many problems.
I have no energy. My skin's all
UTIs.
messed up. UTIs. And then Care of will put together a custom vitamin packet for you to take every single day. And it's
Just
really
as like
cute.
chlamydia. So much chlamydia.
Anxiety and chlamydia. Anxiety and chlamydia.
They just send her an email. Bitch, you need antibiotics.
They're like, sorry, this is not a doctor's office. This is just wellness.
So you go and you take a cute quiz, and they make these convenient daily packs that are perfect for on-the-go lifestyles.
It has your name on it too.
It does have your name on it, and it
cute.
has like
I
a
like
quote
things
of the
that-
day or like a fact of the day, which is really cute. They also have yummy protein powders that are made of real ingredients you can recognize, like organic cocoa and pink Himalayan sea salts. And the cool thing is the packaging is completely biodegradable. I like this so much that I bought this with my own money. I still have it at home because this is the one thing that I do to keep myself healthy.
Yeah, we only get the first one for free, and then we keep buying them because they're so
Addicting.
Yeah, and it just looks cool. Like I just feel cool. Like vitamin packet. I'm so rich and
I like
bougie.
things that like are. It's just like
Give
it's
me my
put
vitamins.
together. It's easy.
Yeah. So the quiz is super fun and easy. It's so cute, and the individual packets are just so awesome to have. And it's just so easy to take every day.
You just put them in your purse. Take them later.
And then you get to choose, like, do you like taking, like, would you rather take a bunch of small pills or like fewer pills but bigger? I can take a bunch of small pills. So I just have like a mouthful, like 8 pills a day. It's awesome. I like to pretend that I'm a druggie,
That's so cool.
but a healthy one.
Yes.
You know,
So
I'm high on health. You know, and now for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter the code BigMood50. That's a lot. That's 50%
Yeah.
off, dude.
yeah.
50%. What more do you need?
50%.
To be healthy, to be a healthy druggie, bro. Again, for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter the code BigMood50.
Yeah.
Put it inside you.
And once you got vitamins in your hair and your hair's growing all lush and thick and sexy, you're going to want to take care of that hair. And how you take care of it is with Function of Beauty. What I love, well, first of all, I just love Function of Beauty because they do customized what's it called? Like
Formulas.
mixed formulas. There you
Yeah.
go. That's what
We're
I was
so
thinking.
vain. We just love custom everything.
We
Yeah.
do because you know when you go and buy a generic thing, you're like, how come it worked for her but didn't work
Yeah.
for me? Like I want my hair to look like hers.
We don't have the same hair.
we don't got
We
the
don't need
same
the same
hair.
shampoo.
So Function of Beauty is hair care that's formulated specifically for you, no matter what your hair type is, how coarse it is, how thin it is, how curly, straight, or whatever. You're gonna tell them all that shit. You're gonna give them all the details, and they're gonna create a shampoo, conditioner, and treatments to fit your unique needs. How unique, you ask? Well, Function of Beauty has over 54 trillion possible ingredient combinations
Wow.
to make sure your formula is as unique as you. I can't even.
That's not even a real
54
number.
trillion?
Yeah.
Real number?
It's
Jesus.
insane.
How'd they math that?
I don't know.
That's a lot.
Computers had to do it, I think. I also like that they give you you get to pick the scent. Right now I'm on I used to have eucalyptus, but now I'm on lavender. I just like those stress-free scents. And you get to pick the color, and then you get to put your name on the bottle. That's what we like. We like to see it. Okay.
Stupid.
We love it. We love it.
So what are you waiting for? Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to take your 4-part hair profile quiz and save 20% on your first order. Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood for 20% off and let them know that you heard about it from our show. That's functionofbeauty.com/bigmood. Get it, girls.
Yes.
So what was I talking about? My douchebag fucking ex?
Oh, yeah, your
okay.
ex.
Right.
Asshole.
Retroactive jealousy.
This dickhead. I don't care. Hope you're watching.
Fuck you, guy. Fuck you, guy.
Okay, so he would gaslight the shit out of me all the time. It was a very like emotionally abusive relationship. It was the narcissist codependent relationship.
Right.
Okay. So he had a book of all of his exes. All of their names and check marks next to them. I later found a file on his computer with all of them topless, some of them sleeping.
Sociopathic.
That's
fucking
Yeah, like
gross.
trophies.
Yo, what the fuck?
This guy
Actually,
was
psychopathic behavior.
yes,
Sleeping? Creepy.
I think he's a sociopath.
That's
for
so
sure. Yes,
weird.
and then eventually I found a picture of me topless and sleeping because I don't take topless pics. I do not take them. I don't take nudes. I don't do any. I don't.
She's
they
a
will
liar. I
never-
have a bunch. Venmo me.
It was for your eyes only.
Okay,
and
got
your
it.
knowledge only. But yeah, so this guy would take like basically like trophy pictures, and he had all of their names listed and stuff. And then sometimes I would see like he would get a text and like he'd like kind of be like kind of hiding about it.
Wow.
And I would look at it, I could see like names, and I knew their names because I saw that list before. Or sometimes he would be like, I'm gonna go to dinner with this one girl, my friend, blah blah blah. And he really like conditioned me to believe like, you know, they're just friends, and once like we're broken up, they're like we're friends. But he was friends with all of his exes, and would constantly go to dinner with them. But he would never take me out to dinner, and he
Weird.
would always say that he didn't have money to go out to dinner or whatever. He didn't have money to go get drinks or whatever.
You can't go with your ex. What the fuck?
I know. And then he would be like, no, but I haven't seen them in so long, so it's like a special thing. And I'm like,
Oh, I'm
Hell
so
no.
mad. I'm so mad.
Fuck yeah.
I'm so mad.
and then he would get mad at me if I brought it up. If I was,
You're
and I
being
would,
crazy.
I would bring it up
You're
so
being
gently
crazy
too
right
because I
now.
wanted him to think I was cool so bad.
yeah,
like
that's
I,
a narcissistic codependent shit.
yes,
Yeah.
because he
Ugh.
made me think like people that are not cool with people hanging out with their exes have insecurities
Yeah.
and like all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to be like
You got
cool. I'm like,
manipulated.
hey, you know, I just like it's totally fine if you guys meet up, but I just felt like maybe we should go out sometime too. And it was always like that.
yeah.
And he would make me feel so bad about bringing up his exes. And then one time
Men
I
are
wanted,
trash, by the way.
yeah.
not all
I mean,
men.
there's so many stories.
Oh,
about
so
this.
many of them.
But
though.
anyway, one time he called me his ex's name like right after sex. Like,
Oh
he
no.
was like, "Give me all this."
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
So-and-so.
That's not her name, but like, yeah. And she said her name and cuddled me super
I would
hard.
immediately,
Wow.
Bro,
was
I
so
would start
pissed.
swinging. Nope,
Fuck
we're swinging.
yeah.
We're swinging, Jess. Fuck that, dude. Oh my god.
trying to catch
Oh.
a case over a waste of
Oh my
space.
God.
And then also like you, Tiff. After a while, I was going fucking crazy, and I read his old journal.
Oh,
like
God.
he kept his journal on a shelf, and like
Crazy making.
So it was like, yeah, it was journal
This guy's
entries
never been really
from.
good at hiding things, huh? This
No,
guy
he's
sucks.
not. He's like a
overt
hiding in plain
narcissist.
sight
Yeah.
kind of person.
No,
like
'cause
doing it
that's
so
how-
blatantly.
Exactly, because that's just how
yeah.
arrogant they are. That
Yeah,
they're like,
true.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I could get away with it.
Yeah, I'll wiggle myself out of it somehow with my charisma.
Well, it's because women are like kind of naturally like
More forgiving. Yes.
more for, like we're taught to be like, oh, stand by your man kind of stuff. Like even
Yeah.
just subtly, like even if your
Yeah.
mom never said that, like there's just subtle things where we're like, make everything fucking okay just
Yeah.
to keep the man
Well,
around.
ride or
Fuck
die.
That
That's
shit.
like
yeah, ride or die.
super
That's
hard in our
toxic.
generation.
Fuck that shit.
He would even
Yeah.
tell me things like, I'll get to the journal entry, but he would even tell me things like that he used to work at a strip club as a busboy, and the strippers were so dumb that he would always call them hun, and like that's the only way that he could get them to understand things. He'd be like, hun,
Oh, he
I
had to
need you to
patronize them?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He told me that he would do this, and then when I would bring up shit, he would go, hun,
Ooh.
and
Hell
I
no.
just started putting pieces together. I was
Yeah.
like, this guy thinks I'm fucking stupid. And so I read his journal entries, and he would write entries of how he would gaslight his girlfriends. Like, yeah, and then I
Whoa.
told her this, and this, and she actually thought my aunt died. And then, yeah, and then
This sounds
she-
like a Reddit post on like
Whoa.
slash
was
fucking incels
fucking
or whatever
insane. So he gave away like all of his manipulation techniques.
my
He's like, I
gosh.
barely got away with the damage control on that one.
Oh no.
That's
Bro,
so
I hope this
creepy.
guy gets absolutely just his
He
shit
deserves
kicked
to
in.
be run
He
over
is-
by a semi truck.
Absolutely.
Awful.
Yeah.
And if
Well,
you're
so
watching,
now-
you know who I'm talking
now
about.
that-
Fuck you, guy.
Now
Yeah,
that
fuck you,
we're,
guy.
we're
Fuck you,
all
guy.
bringing up these stories, right? We're talking about when we got jealous. It's because the guy was like doing something
Being a
fucked up.
shady-ass bitch.
So I'm kind of wondering, honey, was there anything going on, or
That's what I wanted to know too, but I
Like-
remember her saying something like she
Just
was
out of the
going
blue.
in it
just
a-
out of the blue, like
Okay.
because why would she?
If it's
I'm giving
healthy.
her a little bit more benefit of the doubt.
That's
like, why
true.
did she out
If
of the
you
blue
have
get obsessed with
women's
his ex?
intuition type of thing.
That
There's
shit is never
something-
wrong.
yeah.
Always go with
Yeah.
your gut
Yes.
feeling. It has never failed me.
Yes.
That's how I found out one of my exes was saving a collection of his ex's panties.
Ugh.
Ooh.
So you bring up those like
Yeah, the
naked photos
trophies.
and shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had a collection of used panties. It was fucking disgusting. I'm like,
Yikes.
Why do men
What?
do that? Why are some men? Why?
They're so
Why are
weird.
men?
Why
Why
men?
are
yeah,
men?
Why are
Yeah.
some men? Just,
Men.
But yeah, so I guess if he's done literally nothing wrong, I mean, it is obviously possible for her to just have self-esteem issues, and I'm glad that she's apparently worked through them, but she's still kind of thinking about
Okay.
it right now, 6 months later, so that worries me a little bit.
Here's the thing. I got with Steve. Steve was the next relationship after this guy, right?
that guy.
So
Love
there
him.
was
Love
still
him.
like
Oh, it's like
trauma
the carryover
f-
baggage.
Yeah, from so any little thing, I was like, is that another thing?
Right.
You
Well,
know, and
it's self-preservation. Sorry,
Yeah.
self-preservation. Like, of course.
so there was definitely stuff that was my fault that
Yeah.
in Steve and I's relationship that it was just projections of that old relationship.
That's scary though, because like when you're the type of person that has been through a bunch of traumatic relationships, then you'll attract kind of the same piece
Right.
of shit type of guy again. So then you're like, oh, is it just me? But it's like, no,
Yeah.
you're cycling this in. So luckily, Steve was
He broke the cycle.
Well,
end of
that was after I had like been like, I'm not settling anymore. This is the type of guy. If
Yeah.
he does any red flags,
Yeah.
I'm
She broke
leaving.
the cycle.
But yeah, he didn't exhibit any red flags. I just was so like
Like on the
traumatized
hamster
from that
wheel,
old stuff.
right.
And then he was also projecting old stuff from his
Yeah.
old relationship onto me. But I did get jealous at some of his stories. I wouldn't get mad at him, but it was just internalized jealousy at some of his stories because he was talking about how not his previous ex but the ex before her, he was like obsessed with her and he like she could do no wrong and she was a fucking bitch. Like she like spent 25 grand on his credit card and never paid it
Whoa.
back. Like he was in debt because of her, and he was trying to pay for her college, and she spent the money on like shopping and iTunes and all kinds of stuff, and he was still like so obsessed with her, just wanted to take care of her, like all this stuff. And I was like, damn, like, and he's like, I will never do that again. I will never put a woman on a pedestal ever again. I will never do that
Oh,
again.
what a liar. He's got
wow.
you on the tallest pedestal.
But I deserve it, okay?
Yes, you do.
You're a good
I'm a
pedestal.
good
You
person.
deserve
You're a
it.
good pedestal. You're a good
But
pedestal.
yeah, at that time he was very like never again, and I was like, she got to be on a
Yeah, yeah,
pedestal.
Oh,
yeah. I feel like that's a natural reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
makes
I
sense.
never told him that. I was never
Yeah.
like, it never became a fight or anything.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
was
does like
sad
spring
about
up
it.
that what she call it, retroactive?
retroactive jealousy,
Jealousy?
which I had no idea was a word, about it, like
Yeah.
a term.
Yeah. So sometimes, like, whenever that springs up nowadays, well, actually, it hasn't happened in years, but with Casey, like being with Casey, is because he would talk about a time and didn't think it was me, but it was his ex.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh, I
that's
love
the wrong
those.
girlfriend.
That's happened.
because then
That's
you can
happened.
be like, wrong bitch. Like that happens all the time.
That's super annoying, but I've also done that
wrong
in
bitch.
dating because like I'll be dating like 3 or 4, not sleeping with at the same time, but I'll be like going on, well, before fucking quarantine, let me just qualify this. Before quarantine, I was going on a shit ton of dates, and like I would be with one guy on a date and I'd be like, oh, and you liked video games, right? And he's like, wait, no. And I'm like, oh yeah, fucking getting all my shit mixed up.
Yeah, so I was really careful with that, but then ever since whenever Casey started doing it, then I would be less careful. So then sometimes like I'll bring up a situation, he'd be like, that was wrong boyfriend, and I'm like,
you're like,
how does it feel?
Whoops.
Put it back in his face.
So vengeful.
Well, she did say it was the first like 6 months or whatever, right?
Right.
So I
This might have carried over, to be honest.
Yeah.
Carry
from a-
over
from a
of like
previous-
low self-esteem.
because I think that first year, it is just like flushing out a lot of the old and like learning
well,
to trust your new
if you
partner.
haven't
And
spent enough time single between your
Yes,
relationships,
exactly.
which is what I'm forcing myself to do now, is to actually spend a lot more time single, not dating, not bringing in more baggage with every new
That's
guy
smart.
that in between.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe she just needed more time.
Cleanse it out.
yeah, I think they said you need half the time of your old relationship.
That's 2.5 years for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already 1 year in.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm gonna wait another year and a half to try, but at least maybe another 6
yeah,
months.
I mean, I don't even think you don't need to wait. Like, you know, if you find the right guy, you don't need to force yourself to
Yeah.
wait. But like it kind of to flush the
Yeah.
rest out. Like I feel like I did need a couple more months
Yeah.
of mine because I was together with my ex for 2 years, and then I got with Steve like 8 months after the breakup, and so
Yeah.
there were a few overlapping months where it just wasn't completely flushed out yet.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she, like in her previous relationship, it was the really, really toxic one, and she just brought her baggage in.
So in conclusion, men are trash.
No,
just
there's
kidding. They're
good
not.
men
There are good men out there.
There's
We love
10% good men and 90% trash.
No,
There's good men.
Good men are just they're scared because they've been with trash women, you know,
True.
and so they're scared too.
Yeah.
I'm on that tip right now. I'm like, not only 10% are kings and the rest are fucking
Aww.
jester trash.
And it might be the same for women too, though.
It could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've
Very
heard a
well
lot of
could be.
horror stories from guy friends about girlfriends, or like even bridezilla stories is like so
Yeah.
much more common than not. Like,
I do know a lot of trash women too.
my wedding photographer told me I was the chillest bride he's ever seen in his life. He's like,
Wow.
you're the only person I've ever photographed for that didn't like turn it into a show. Like it wasn't like their show. Their
Yeah.
day. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I never had expectations for a wedding, so it just seemed like it was a birthday party. Like,
And in conclusion, women are insane. All right. We like to deal with
I just
generals
wanted
here.
to stick up for those men out there that are good ones and they don't
They're
don't
good
wanna be
ones.
projected
those
onto.
10% of men out there.
They're good ones.
Just keep telling yourself that so you stay single for 6 months.
Yeah,
Poor girl.
that's what I got to do.
All right. Next question is from Amish Asian.
Interesting.
Is that possible?
Is that a thing? No.
How do you use a rice
obviously
cooker
not
then?
them, but right. I've never seen. Wait. I've only seen white Amish people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Are there any other?
I don't know.
No. Why
No?
would there be?
Maybe they got
think
adopted.
so.
Or
yeah,
like or they went into they wanted
They
to join?
converted
They converted.
to Amish?
There's
Yeah.
no naturally non-white
Right.
Quakers. I mean, they got dragged in somehow.
If I
they
ever
are.
meet an Asian Amish, I might lose my mind.
yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
weird.
Oh my
is
God,
cool.
Yeah,
They try to grow the beard, but it's just all patchy and it doesn't work.
it's like a lollipop you dropped on the carpet.
Beer doesn't connect. You can't be true Amish. Sorry. Bye.
Amish Asian asks, how do you know when a compromise between your significant other is fair?
Oh, that's a great
That's a good
question.
one.
That is a good question.
If you feel satisfied, I think, like
both parties can
if
be
both
okay.
parties
Right.
feel satisfied, like
It's
they
not like going against your morals.
Yeah.
too.
right.
I ask myself, like, am I okay with this? Like, will I be okay with this a week from now, a month from
Yeah,
now?
you have
whatever?
to future protect that shit. Like 10 years from now,
Yeah.
am I
Will
okay
it
with
build-
this decision we made?
Right.
Yeah.
Will it build resentment?
Exactly.
I think that's the major thing that couples go through is they don't realize how much resentment they've been building until it's too late.
Yeah.
So anytime you feel a little bit of resentment, you need to nip that shit in the bud. Like you
Yes.
need to like,
Clear it
this
up.
ain't working. We need to reform out our plan.
Can we think of some examples of like a healthy compromise versus a non-healthy compromise?
Like, I like for maybe like, oh, well, maybe he likes to watch TV at night or in the bedroom, or she likes quiet time at night. So what should we do? A healthy compromise is he puts on headphones, or he goes and watch TV downstairs, or she goes and reads in another room if she wants to for quiet time. That's a healthy
or
compromise.
they do like a
healthy
time
compromise.
limit on it. Like maybe
Yeah.
he gets an hour.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Like, it can't be a compromise like, okay, well,
I get to
I-
cheat on you every
I
2
get
or
to
3
see-
months.
I get to hang out. I get to have dinner with my ex-girlfriend.
yeah, no,
Like,
that.
I'll compromise, not once a week, but once a month or so.
Wow.
Like, that's not a healthy compromise.
I'll give you an unhealthy compromise. Same dick bag.
Same. Fuck
the
you, guy.
The same dick bag.
Oh, I thought you
yeah.
were calling one of them a dick bag. I was like, what did I miss?
Tiff's like, wow, Nikki.
I was like,
This emotionally manipulative asshole.
God, I hope I meet this guy one day.
New one right now.
I hope I
Fuck
don't.
you, guy.
He
I don't know which camera to look
he would
at.
have a problem texting me back. Like he would never text me back right away. Like, and he would text me back at like 4 a.m. or some shit. It was getting really annoying because we would make plans and then he would not show up, and then he would text like at 3 a.m. like, oh yeah, I fell
Booty
asleep
call.
or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, cool. I threw your tacos in the trash can because I made tacos for us.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. But anyway, it got to be a real problem where I was like. But again, I wanted to be cool and chill, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, hey, so like, it really makes me sad when you like don't text me back right away and like, or like even like within a reasonable amount of time. And like, I always respond to your texts and blah, blah. So he was like, all right, if you shave all of your hair off your vagina, because he didn't like the landing strip look, I guess, even though it was very trim, just so you know. He's like, if you make it like really clean shaved every day, I'll text you back immediately. And I agreed to this shit, and I like made sure like everything's
oh, poor
fucking.
Nikki.
I'm
love
dying
you.
inside.
Dude,
Someone
early 20s
resuscitate me.
is just, she had to learn a lot. She just had to learn a lot. It
God.
was the school of hard knocks for her, and she
Oh,
learned.
God.
And he still didn't text back right away.
That guy, honestly, electric chair.
Electric
chair.
Electric
What a
chair.
horrible human.
I hate him.
You know, and that's a shitty thing because you're taught like don't cause any drama, just talk it out and blah blah blah, and like, or as a girl you
Nope.
should be chill or whatever. And yeah, like you kind of learn that when you're young, and you think that way when you're young.
Yeah.
But once you get older, like now, like in your 30s, you
Oh,
don't have time for
God,
that shit.
no.
You're like, hey, this bothers me, and we
Yep.
need to fix this, or this is gonna be a fucking problem, and we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it
I
right
will
now.
say though, I do like a clean shaven pussy.
It's nice.
though.
Yeah, that's
Like I
fine.
did. I did.
But that shit
enjoy
was
it. I kept it up.
manipulative.
And when you want to do it on your own,
on my own, I
Yeah.
wanted to choose to do this.
yeah.
Yeah.
She does it now because
She
she wants
manipulated
to.
into doing it.
Not that guy. Fucking
Yeah. I
small
do it for
dick little
me.
bitch. Oh
I
my
think
God.
a lot of times, like, your body will tell you what's right or wrong, and then a lot of times women will ignore what your body's telling you and try to like
Use
make
logic,
excuses,
yeah.
and,
Justify, yeah.
rationalize shitty behavior. But if you need to compromise on something and you don't feel unsettled or you don't feel
Like
then
your stomach doesn't feel good about
Oh,
it.
I hate that feeling, and I know that
Hate it.
feeling so
yeah,
well.
I've overlooked
So
that
well.
feeling, and every single time
Hate it.
I've regretted it. So it's no good.
God, I hope that guy's balls fall off, dude.
I know, what a horrible person.
Holy shit.
He
What a
deserves to have.
shitbag.
You know that guy that got his dick, like, it fell off and he had to regrow it on
Oh,
his
yeah, on
arm?
his arm.
Like,
Forearm.
he
He
deserves
deserves
for
that.
his dick to like just
Get
He
regrown on
can't,
his
he,
forehead.
he can't regrow it.
I
That's
hope
it.
that
He lost
happens.
it.
Yeah,
I
there's no growth.
I hope that happens, but the only place that's willing to regrow it back is in the middle of his fucking forehead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he is a dickhead.
He is
In
a
his
dickhead.
mouth.
And on that note,
And on that note, on that note, say no to dickheads. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for asking questions. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram because this is where we ask you guys.
we didn't call it a big ass
I did. I said
Oh,
it.
you
No
did?
one heard me.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I'm so
I said
sorry.
it. I
Well,
Tiff
said
said
it.
it.
our editor will put that that as the
Editor,
title.
editor.
Wherever, whoever that person may be.
So make sure you guys follow
Call
us on
it Big
Instagram,
Ask Mood, please. Thank
because
Big Ask
we
Mood.
will be prompting you guys to ask us questions for Big Ask
More
Mood.
questions.
What did we learn today? Don't be a dick bag.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
Don't settle.
you. Don't
Uh,
rationalize shitty behaviors.
Don't be a
Yeah.
third wheel sister. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Super weird.
Shave your vagina smooth only if you want
If
to.
you want to.
only if you
By
want
choice,
to.
not by force.
Not by choice, not by force.
And not by
like
a
that.
bad compromise.
Don't
Yeah.
compromise your vaginal hair values.
Yeah. And I would like to leave off with a word of wisdom. Whoever that guy is that Nikki was talking about, I swear to God, I hope your butthole gets spread open so far that I can see through your fucking throat.
Just
you
go
little bitch.
inside out.
All right. I love you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up.
Wow.
Like our video and subscribe. Peace out.
Peace out.